What's going on, guys? ChaseWins.com coming to you for Thursday, October the 17th, kind of like our kickoff to the weekend during football season. Um, I kind of was watching the football game a little while ago, and I can't believe that October's almost over. We're getting into November almost. Basketball is here in a couple of weeks. NBA and college. I'm excited, but it's just insane how fast this year has gone by. The summer flew by. I mean, the whole year, but the summer flew by, and it's like now we get into the fall months, and it's like that just started yesterday, and and it'll be winter tomorrow. Um, Not really. I don't need a bunch of comments, and it's not winter, dumbass. Anyway, let's do a recap for Wednesday. Let's get you on a free play for Thursday. Tell you what we got going on at the site and for live show. Wednesday's live show went great. Got a lot of college football covered. Thursdays is when we focus on NFL, so we will do that. I have a conference call with Patrick involving NASCAR, the Kansas race this weekend at 8:30 this morning. And I say this morning because it is now just after midnight, almost 12:30. So 8:30 in the morning with that. That shouldn't take too long. And then I've got at 9:30 a call with my realtor. That shouldn't take long at all. So I'm hoping to start the live show at 10 a.m. If not, 10:15 normal time. We'll run our normal 45 minutes to an hour. And but I probably will, if we start at 10:15, kind of tentatively plan on stopping it at 11. That way I can tie up a few loose ends before I go to a lunch meeting at noon. But we will have the live show, so make sure that you are prepared for that. And if you don't get to catch it live, no worries, because I do load it and archive it and put it on YouTube for everybody to see. And I'm actually working with the web guys this week. We're going to have a full archive section on the website for archive videos. We're not going to do. We're going to have free play videos that we put out there. What we're probably going to do is like the daily free play video. I'll probably put it up on the website too, just for some of the people that want to watch it like from their office and their office blocks, things like YouTube and Facebook and all types of social media, because they don't want their employees dicking off at work. But that you would be able to go to the website and then watch it. But we're not going to be able to put hundreds of videos on there, because it's just going to slow the website down, and it's just too much. So what we'll probably do is have about a week, maybe 2 weeks worth of free play videos on there if you want to go into the website and archive those versus going to YouTube. But all of the live shows that we do and things like that, we'll try to archive and keep in a section on the website. So just keep that in mind. That's being worked on as we speak. So, announcement for tomorrow. Really, the only thing that we've got is we had a little promotion running on Wednesday. That's now done and over with. That's not going to come back, so I'm not even going to get into what it was. But good success. Congrats to everybody that jumped on. If you did miss out on it, what I will offer for Thursday is if you want to do the 3-day or 7-day pass, it's $50 for 3 days. $99 for 7 days. I will give you a 1-day extension, no charge. And that's only because there were some people that were sending me emails like, hey, I'm watching your video as we speak. I just now clicked on it. And I can't 100% verify that, but these are people that I've been dealing with for a long time. They're honest people. They have no reason, to lie to me or anything. But I stood my ground. I'm like, I can't really do anything, because then I have to go back in and change the website again, which is pretty time consuming. So, but I did tell them that if they wanted to buy it, I would give them an extra day. Now, the incentive we were running to get the play of the week or whatever we're going to run this weekend for free, that is not included. But if you want to buy a 3-day or 7-day pass for its normal price, you can get an extra day, no charge, but that is for Thursday only. So going into Friday, once midnight comes, the system will not give you that extra day. As far as the 30-day goes, because there are people asking about that, I will extend you an extra week. if you buy the 30 days. So you'll actually get, instead of 30 days, you'll get 37 days. You'll get 5 full weeks of plays for the price of 4. So there's your little spiel for Thursday. Recap. Now, some of the people that may not have seen the video, the free play video that I did for the Troy South Alabama game. If you don't buy it, go back and watch it. I did the video at like 2 o'clock yesterday morning. The line was sitting at 54.5, and I told you every reason why I like the over. And I'll be damned if everything that I said, if you guys didn't know it first, you know it firsthand now. I said South Alabama is a running team. They have one of the best running backs in the Sun Belt Conference, if not the best. And they most certainly had the best running back on the field tonight, or last night, whatever you want to call it. But they were not going to find success on the ground against Troy. They were going to have to go through the air, and that being because Troy gives up over 10 yards a pass on average. So anybody can find success through the air with them, and that's what they were going to have to do. So here's what happens now. And I told you, and I said one of the problems with South Alabama is even with a good ground attack, they give up stupid turnovers. And it's all in the run game. It's always in the run game. They don't give up a ton of turnovers in through the air, which is a lot more, I guess, risky, you could say, as far as, going out there and giving up a turnover because you're throwing into double or triple coverage versus just handing it to a stud running back and letting him do his thing. But they give up a lot of turnovers. So what do? They come out at the beginning of the game. It's kind of slow going at first, but each team's kind of doing their little back and forth. And South Alabama is having success through the air. And I told you on the reverse side of it, Troy would find success on the ground. Everything is going exactly as I said that it would if they did that. And it was working. South Alabama was in the game. They were making it competitive. Hell, in my opinion, they were playing a better game and were going to take this down to the wire and win it. Told you that it was deadlocked even, in my opinion, the odds for Troy to cover just over a 2-touchdown spread as it was for South Alabama to win outright. But here's what killed me, is the coach for South Alabama. I respect him in a way, but I was confused by him in a way. He's finding success through the air. He knows it. You can see it on his face. You can read it and know that he came into this game knowing, I've got to go through the air. That is my chance at beating a team that is truly better than we are. Not by a wide margin, but position for position, other than running back, they're a better team. They know that it's going to be the air attack and finding success through the air that's going to win the game, or give them a chance to win it, put them in position for it. They're doing it, and they're doing a good job at it. And as soon as they find a little success, they stop. They go right back to the ground. What happens when they go to the ground? They turn it over. 3 ridiculous fumbles, 2 of which ended up in a score. Take that away, there's 10 points that you could pull back from Troy, and there's a cover right there in itself. And we don't even know if South Alabama may have scored on those drives had they not turned it over. We could be seeing a South Alabama win. Who knows? We didn't play the side, so that's not the issue. The issue is you went back to the ground, you ate up clock, and you were having no success, and you were turning the ball over, just as I said they would and do, and they did it. When they would go through the air at weird parts of the game at the beginning, and then at random times in the second and third quarter, they found success. They did a very good job, and they wouldn't stay with it, and that really confused me. Now, one thing that I did like about the coach is that when Troy got that last rushing touchdown, and it was 37-13 at that point, so we got 50 points. We played the over 54.5 because we got the line early. I saw it as high as 56.5, I think. I think somebody gave it out today at like under 58.5 or 59, something like that. I don't ever remember seeing that game that high, and maybe I'm crazy, but it opened up at 54.5. It closed at 55, and the highest I ever saw it was 56, and it may have been 56.5, but that was at one book. That was not across the board. So, I mean, people are out there giving out, oh, we're going to take under 59. Yeah, no shit, I will too. under 58, whatever it is, because I had people emailing me about it going, so-and-so's giving it out for under 58. Where are you getting your line from? I'm like, well, my line's moved because I gave my shit out 15 hours ago, but it's still sitting right there within a point of it. It's a half point higher. I'd still play it. It's never been that high. So, yeah, take the under. Absolutely. I will too if I can get that line, but you're not going to find it. I don't know, man. But anyway, a couple minutes to go in the game. The game's over. South Alabama's coach was still calling aggressive plays, but it was on the ground. They were giving it to their star running back who was picking up positive yardage. They got a personal foul call, late hit out of bounds. They were across midfield. 2 good running drives. They'd have got a garbage time touchdown. And the way the coach was setting his team up, I thought they were going to get it. I really wasn't even that worried. I said, you know what? I respect the shit out of him for making his players play to the whistle. And I said, I think they're going to get it because Troy's not going to go out there and do much to stop them. The game's over, and they're not going to risk anything. And what'd they do? They turned it over. Just as I said they would do if they kept running the ball. It just had to be right there, which ended up costing us the free play. So it is what it is. I had a play that I liked in the MLB game, but it got postponed due to weather. And speaking of MLB, if anybody doesn't remember, back about 2.5 weeks before Joe Madden got fired, which that was something looming all year, I told you guys, I said Joe Madden's going to get fired. They're going to make a stupid, moronic, unjustified decision. And everybody kept asking me in the comments, well, Joe's old enough, he'll retire. I said, he's not retiring. He's not. He's not ready. 3 to 5 years, he will be. He'll be ready to go worry about his restaurants. I said he'll probably open one more. He loves Chicago. He loves the city. He'll be tied to the team forever because of his World Series. And I think that he'll truly always have a home there. And everybody kept asking me, they said, well, where will he go? Where will he go? A lot of people were saying he'd end up in Boston or anything. I said, he'll go back small market for sure. I said, but I think he'll end up back home in Anaheim, which is where he spent over 30 years from his minor league playing days all the way up through the start of his managing career before he went to Tampa Bay. And I said, that's where he'll go. And I said, and I think that that's the perfect fit for him outside of Chicago. Mike Trout, Ohtani, Tyler Skaggs, rest in peace, would have been a great fit for him. But here's the thing that I think people need to pay attention to. Cole's coming into free agency, and that's one thing that Anaheim really needs. They have a decent bullpen. Ohtani's stout. Their batting is not bad. They're going to have to go out there and figure out a hole for Albert Pujols, but you have Mike Trout. Anybody would want to play with Mike Trout. And that owner's not scared to spend money. All this stuff looming about Tyler's drug use and all this stuff, there is no better coach that could face that head on and be able to deal with the media and keep negativity away from the team itself and let them focus. But Garrett Cole probably costing somebody $250 million. Joe won't be scared to spend it because he knows they need it. You could see Garrett Cole after, especially if he wins a World Series this year with Houston, and now he's got that in his back pocket, along with his other accolades that he has with Houston in his time there. Small market, Mike Trout, Garrett Cole, Ohtani, that right there, that's a force to be reckoned with. And I'll tell you this, if Joe's already gone back. I told you it would happen 3 weeks before anybody announced that he was going to be fired. And I was right again, just as I told you who would be interviewing for the Cubs job if Joe Madden gets fired. And I've been right about that too. The only thing I think needs to happen is Dave Roberts needs to get fired from LA, and Dave Roberts needs to be the next manager of the Chicago Cubs. Let David Ross come in as some sort of assistant or some sort of player development coach or some sort of fielding coach, something like that. Let him get a few years under his belt in that type of position. And then when Dave Roberts decides to head on out, David Ross will come in to follow him, and he could be a long-term manager. But anyway, way off topic there, but that's just my little rant. So congrats to Joe Madden. I'll love that man to the day I die. But Garrett Cole, I think he'll go there. Mark my words. I've been right about all the stuff. I mean, guys, if you only knew how immersed I am in that sport. 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. I eat, sleep, and breathe it. And hell, I can tell you what's going on in that sport more than most people that work within the sport. So, just if they make a bet as to where Garrett Cole's going to go, if he does in free agency not re-sign with the Astros, which I don't think he will, because then they know they're going to drop Verlander soon because of his age and coming into retirement. He's only got so long that he can go. They'll be willing to take all the money they can get to go in there, rebuild, and within 5 years be back in the World Series conversation. So I think he'll go to Anaheim. So game was postponed due to weather. Now they're probably going to reset with game one starters. Now there's an extra day of rest. Now there's a slight advantage there with New York because of the fact now their bullpen is very well rested. And in my opinion, New York has a better bullpen than Houston. Houston, as far as their starting pitching rotation, is the most dangerous, deadly pitching rotation that I've ever seen in postseason baseball in my life, ever. Everybody wants to keep saying that Houston and New York are even as far as offense. Maybe New York's a little bit better. Kiss my ass. Houston is better offensively. They're better starting pitching. They're better defensively. The only advantage that New York has is the bullpen. And New York's a great team. They also will have, when you're playing in the Bronx, you also have that home field advantage. It's a tough place to play. But with the humid air coming with all of that rain that the Northeast has gotten, I'm going to tell you something. Balls are going to fly out of there. This could be a shootout. I don't know what I'm going to play in it yet, but you guys have got to look into these game one starters, and do not assume that anyone has an edge in this game yet. If anyone has a game, Houston's got an edge in every game they're going to play the rest of the season, no matter who it's against. The Yankees or the Nationals. They're always going to have an edge. Some people are saying that it's fate and destiny. The Nationals have to win, kind of like the Cubs winning. They made it that far. Now they have to win it. I don't know. You got a tall task there, buddy. So, anyway, we didn't have a play in that, so we did drop the free play. Then we get to the NHL. We had two plays. The first one was the Washington Capitals and the Toronto Maple Leafs over 6.5 goals, and that one went over. Got to 7 goals. That was our premium play in the NHL. Nice winner there. We have one more play, and it was our daily top play. We had the Pittsburgh Penguins minus 110, and that was a nice winner for another top play winner. Another great day in the NHL. Another sweep in the NHL. That puts us at 23-7 on the year. Now 3-0 in NHL top plays, and we'll be right back on Thursday with some nice NHL action as well. So, now that we've gotten all that out of the way, and I've talked way too damn long, but once I got into baseball talk, I couldn't stop. Let's get on a free play for Friday. Let me take my notes out here. Okay, I've got a good bit circled for Friday, but I tell you what I like. I actually like a good bit for Thursday. But what I've paid the most attention to thus far has been the NHL. And I've already kind of told you what I think about the Astros game. Now, let me check one thing because I've yet to bet the game. Let's see if they're giving. So, Tanaka right now, from what I'm seeing, Westgate's got it at 125 in favor of the Yankees. I'm going to be honest with you. Let me check one other thing because I may switch up my free play here for you. I'm going to give you a hockey free play, but let me check one thing. Nope, I'm changing the free play. So, I'm going over. Tell you what, hold on, let me check one other thing. Just to make sure that nothing funny's happened since the last time I was looking at this, which has been a couple hours. All right, so you need to mark your starting pitchers on this one. And because this is what we're going to have. if everything goes the way that the teams want it to go and the way they've got it set up to go, Greinke and Tanaka will go tomorrow. And then after that, we will have Verlander, who was your game 2 starter, going up against Paxton, which that right there, that right now you can bet that game. I'll tell you what, I'm going to give you 2 free plays because right now it can't end tomorrow. It can't. It's only it's only game 4. The series is 2-1, so we are definitely playing both of these games. Tomorrow's game, if you can get Houston as an underdog, I mean, obviously I lean that way. I'm not saying that it's rated a premium play yet because I want to dig farther into what they did on their days off and then what Houston's bullpen looks like because that's still a little bit up in the air as to the way they're going to position their relievers. With New York, it's unless they change something, which I'll be honest with you, New York was pretty set in their ways this year about their bullpen, which was good. It worked out for them, so I don't think they need to change it. That's going to give them the best leg up they can. So unless something changes drastically, I still think that it's a good lean to take Houston as an underdog, but your official free play is we're going to go over 8 runs, Greinke, Tanaka in tomorrow's game in the Bronx, and I think that'll be a good play. Future play for Friday, it's not rated anything yet because obviously before I can rate it a premium top play or even cross it off the card, I've got to see what happens in this game 4. And coming off of a postponed game, that can shift things in an odd way, good or bad. But right now, I'm telling you right now, future bet plus 120 Houston Astros Friday night. Verlander, Paxton, mark your starting pitchers as well as you want to mark them for tonight's game as well. And then if something were to happen, pitchers were to change, you won't have to worry about it. It'll be null and void. But if something were to drastically change within bullpens or something that I see in tonight's upcoming game, I'll let you know. You can hedge your bet and you can get out of it pretty much scot-free. But your official free play, over 8 runs with Tanaka and Greinke on the mound tonight. And then a future play, go ahead and play plus 120 before it changes right now because you can get it. I'm seeing plus 120 at Westgate, MGM, all William Hill properties. Stations Casino has got it at plus 125. I'll check some offshore books for you and see what they've got. Offshore, Caesars has got it at 120. DraftKings has got it at 120. PointsBet doesn't have it listed. FanDuel's got it at plus 110. Bovada sucks. I don't even look at their lines. But yeah. Look ahead, take plus 120 with Verlander on the mound. And there you go. I was actually going to give you a free play in the NHL, but to be honest with you, more than likely what I was going to give you is going to be a premium play anyway. So no big deal because you guys know that I give out a premium play most days anyway for a free play. And if you're on a package or you're going to jump on a package, then you'll see it on the card anyway. So another great day, guys. Another day of huge profit. And a top play winner. What we do every single day. When we drop one, we come back and win God knows how many in a row before we drop another one. I am so excited for this weekend. I can barely stand it. I'm excited for the start of college basketball in the NBA. And I am excited for the World Series. I'm not excited for the end of baseball. But once we get this one done and out of the way, it's only a few short months for back at spring training. Jerry Valdez, I'll see you in Mesa, Arizona in late February, early March, because I'm probably going to be out there twice. So we'll link up one time, and then late March, we're back into it, baby, for the best time of the year. I love you guys. If you have any questions, shoot me an email, chase@chasewins.com, and I will see you back for Friday. Don't forget, live show about 10:15 a.m. Eastern Time. Love you guys.